Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Richmond round review. This time reviewing round 23. One round to go. And this will be the second last review of a Richmond match. If you watched the game, if you're a Richmond fan, you would have seen us in that first quarter. And that is the worst and subsequently the best first quarter performance I've seen from two teams. Hawthorn, immaculate, scintillating. The ball movement was insane. Trapped us in our defence. Their territory work was great. Their chain work was phenomenal. Speed, skill, excitement. That first quarter was insane. Look, the end score 131-68, 19 goals, 17 to Hawthorn, 10 goals, 8 to Richmond. We lost by 63 points, but that first quarter was the telltale sign. They were up by 50 points. Now, if you ignore the first quarter, we only lost by 13 points, if you exclude that 50-point margin to the Hawks. But, I mean, the game was done. The game was done. It was sad. We looked just devoid of answers. Sorry, this is facing away from me. We looked, devoid of answers. Completely and utterly lost. We looked lost. We looked like a team that had no defensive structure. And the only positive from this match is Adamuse. We saw his tactical nous and capabilities in his decisions to in his decisions to change the defensive patterns of play and the structure, which held us in good stead, particularly in that second quarter, which I thought we reacted pretty well. And then sort of the rest of the game, it was still kind of Hawthorn, who were the better team. But the damage was done in the first quarter. And that's the worst quarter of football I've seen us play. We were deplorable. Our midfield was getting absolutely fucking killed. And it was not great to watch. Did we have any good players? I'm not so sure, to be completely honest. I think it was all Hawthorn. Hawthorn did have injuries. I mean, that's one positive. I don't think we got any injuries from that game, which is quite nice, at least none at the time of recording. But, you could say, we had good players, but Bolton kicked 3 goals. But still, was Bolton that good? I don't know. He's not consistent enough. And he's in a trade request, so it doesn't matter if Bolton kicked 3 goals. Doesn't matter. We'll hopefully get some big draft picks in for him, but that doesn't matter. Mansell's doing well. I thought Ralph Smith played an impressive game in parts, but let's get one thing straight. It was all Hawthorn. It was genuinely all Hawthorn. Jai Newcombe was killing us in that first half. First quarter, he was insane. Dylan Moore had a fantastic game. I thought the ruck battle was something interesting to watch. Meek with 30 hit-outs to Nank's 29, but I thought Nank had more damage with an extra clearances, 6 tackles to Meek's 4, and he had more disposals. So I thought that was a good battle to watch. I thought our defensive players generally played well because the ball was down there so much. The Vlostons, the Broads, who's having a great season. Nathan Broad is probably one of the more underrated players in the comp. No one would think about him as a good defender. Rioli, coming off an amazing game last week, had a decent... he had an okay... he kind of had probably an off game, to be honest. And then we look at the players that struggled. Kaczynski struggled against his old club. Seth Campbell's not found the form we've wanted him to find. McIntosh, you would say it's probably his last year. We can't give game time to older players like that. I was quite impressed with Jacob Bauer. He impressed me. He took some really good marks in the game and he had some aerial presence. Other players I was impressed with that were young. James Tresize, I thought was impressive. Mansell's stringing together some pretty impressive performances with his sort of nous of kicking goals. Jacob Blight had a good game, I thought, down back. Very experienced player, but he battled well. And that's pretty much it. Gunston did kick 5 goals, which is quite unfortunate. for our defenders, letting him kick 5 goals is not very good. We're going to move on to the team stats now because I want this video to be done with because it is hard to watch. They had more disposals, obviously, more kicks, more handballs. They had 24 more inside 50s, 5% greater, in fact, 5.3% greater disposal efficiency, 15% more efficient inside 50 Hawthorn were. That's a staggering number. 58.5 to 43.9 is an outstanding difference. They were amazingly efficient inside 50 Hawthorn. Free kicks, we somehow won 11 to 19. I've never seen us win a free kick count like that before. Clearly, it isn't helping us out. We did win overall hitouts. I thought the midfield battle, once it sort of eased itself, was interesting because we actually drew their clearances 33 all, but they did win centre clearances 14 to 11, which means obviously that territory game was in their hands because if you get that centre clearances, you're going to get the territory. And contested possessions, once again, week after week, we only just miss out on the win, losing by 6. They had 123, we had 117 contested possessions, which is, so we're evening their midfield numbers. It's the same issue of structure and just tactical nous and understanding and cohesion of a team that looks broken and lost. We absolutely fucked ourselves with turnovers. 56 to Hawthorn, 72. We had 16 more turnovers than them. Marks, once again, week after week, we get killed by the marks. They had 123 to our 99. Can't keep letting that happen. The uncontested game of our game was just really poor. 21 marks inside 50 to Hawthorn to our 6. Staggering, basically 4 times the difference. And that just really shows you how open our defence was, that really all the leading lanes are open for those key forwards to hit up, or any forwards for that matter, and marking on the lead was proved easy. And yeah, I would say that's probably it. Oh yeah, the last couple stats, sorry. We had less tackles once again, 47 to 56. Every week we seem to have the same contested and clearance count, but we lose tackles, marks, and some of those other stats by a considerable turnovers as well, always losing those. So they had more tackles inside 50. And that's pretty much it. Next week we are playing, obviously, the Gold Coast Suns. And I don't know why I think we're going to win. I'm blindly saying we're going to win that match, but we probably won't. Thanks for watching, I guess. It's been a long season. There's only one more left, so stay tuned for that.